A new theory surrounding Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order could put a sinister spin on the game's climactic showdown with Darth Vader. The dreaded Dark Lord of the Sith made his presence felt near the end of the hit 2019 title Jedi: Fallen Order, emerging from the shadows to cut down the newly redeemed second sister who was revealed to be Trilla Suduri, a former Padawan learner to Seer Junda, who was captured and tortured by the Jedi hunting Inquisitorius into serving as one of its enforcers. From there, Vader seemingly sends an angered Junda plummeting into a chasm before turning his gaze to Cal Kestis, the playable hero of Jedi: Fallen Order, who had spent most of the game's storyline looking for lost remnants of the old Jedi Order across the galaxy and reigniting his lost aptitude for the Force along the way. While Darth Vader has served as the final boss of many past Star Wars games, including the two Star Wars: The Force Unleashed titles of the PS3's Box 360-era, Vader's appearance in Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order stands apart in how it highlights just how powerful and terrifying the dreaded Sith Enforcer is. The fight is less of a boss battle and more of an escape mission, as Vader has no health bar and Cal doesn't land a single hit on him despite a few early attempts. Instead, the player must flee from Vader as he pursues Cal across the hallways of the Fortress Inquisitorius. However, some players have noticed that Vader is somewhat more merciful in his confrontation with Cal at the end of Jedi: Fallen Order, and that this could put a major twist on the game's conclusion. Reddit user Harvey Steakfries recently made a post on Fallen Order that notes how Vader gives Cal Kestis a chance to surrender before their battle, a gesture of mercy that the ruthless Dark Lord of the Sith has rarely offered during Vader's appearances across the Star Wars gaming franchise. They ask why Vader would make such an offer to a Jedi he just met at that moment, with some users in the comments section guessing that Vader is simply trying to intimidate Cal into dropping his lightsaber in exchange for a swifter death. Others think that Vader could be offering Cal a chance to join him as an Inquisitor, especially since Cal has at this point demonstrated his strong affinity for the Force by besting two of Vader's elite enforcers and killing countless stormtroopers throughout Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order. A Sith turn was teased in Jedi: Fallen Order. Cal falling to the dark side and becoming an Inquisitor was hinted at during Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order. While exploring one of the many ancient Jedi tombs featured in Jedi: Fallen Order, Cal sees a vision of a possible future in which he is a mentor to a new generation of Padawan learners. Things take a dark turn when the Inquisitors locate this group and attack them, forcing the Padawans to defend themselves against the resulting onslaught of Imperial stormtroopers. Eventually, the younglings begin to fall one by one, driving Cal to surrender himself to the second sister to spare their lives. However, this turn ultimately results in Cal becoming an Inquisitor himself and his former students being imprisoned and tortured by the Empire. The player even ends this vision by briefly controlling the turned Cal, while his present Jedi self is left shaken at the sight of what he could become. Star Wars Jedi: Survivor could see Cal tempted by the dark side. Sinister visions foretelling a hero's possible fall to the dark side is nothing new in the Star Wars franchise, but Cal Kestis's future is still up in the air given that the character has yet to appear in any Star Wars media set after the events of Fallen Order. Cal's lack of any official status in the post-Empire timeline leaves the door open for the character to suffer a tragic fate in a future Star Wars story, such as him being led to the dark side by a powerful figure like Darth Vader. Cal's voice actor, Cameron Monaghan, has expressed interest in taking his character on a darker path in the upcoming Star Wars Jedi: Survivor by further exploring Cal's tragic backstory and the emotional toll it has taken on him as he struggles to survive in a galaxy ruled by the Sith and their oppressive empire. Sure enough, the reveal trailer for Star Wars Jedi: Survivor paints a much more ominous tone for the next installment of Respawn's growing action series, and director Stig Asmussen has promised that Jedi: Survivor will be much darker than its predecessor and feature Cal doing whatever it takes to stay alive in the face of the Empire's continuing pursuit of him and the crew of the Stinger Mantis. It isn't clear if Darth Vader will return in Star Wars Jedi, Survivor, and many fans have argued that having the iconic Sith Lord appear twice in a row would only cheapen the shock value of his surprise cameo in Star Wars Jedi, Fallen Order. Even if Vader himself doesn't show up in Jedi, Survivor, Cal Kestis's life-threatening battle against him could still cast a shadow on the events of the upcoming sequel, especially if Vader was indeed trying to bring Cal to the dark side as some players have theorized. Of course, Vader's reasons for offering Cal Kestis a chance to surrender at the climax of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a mystery only the Dark Lord himself has the answer to, but it could put a new spin on one of the game's most talked about moments. Source: Harvey Steakfries, Reddit.